Yo, yo, yo. We back. We are so back. Mike is actually working at the start of the stream. This is incredible. Incredible news. It's been a minute since I've streamed. It's been... Let me check my channel. When was the last time I streamed? I know it was in March. Also, this... I've never heard Ace Attorney music besides, like, you know, the meme song that everybody knows, but... What is this? This is incredible. I literally just Google searched before the stream. I just washed my hands and a water drop went flying. I just Googled Ace Attorney music. I don't know anything before the stream started. And then I find this on the first click. I'm like, what kind of music is in this game? Okay, now there's an ad. Let me pause it now. But what was the last time I streamed? Excuse me. It says, was it March 28th, 26th, I think? Okay, damn. Yeah, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Japan was, dude, it was beautiful. Let me skip the ad. That music is just too good. But Japan was so fucking cool, dude. Let me, I got some pictures to show. I have like 20 gigs of photos and videos I took while I was there. I'll share it here. Give me one sec. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've used OBS. Okay, I think I got it. Other one. Yeah, let me share this here. Yeah, 20 gigs, dude. What's up, Soul? What's up? So literally I went to like 5 or 6 different cities. Like, okay, so I want to say I really explored, like really well explored 3 cities. Tokyo, I guess 4. Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, and then Kawaguchiko. But Kawaguchiko is like the Mount Fuji town, so it's like it's really small. But I gotta say, Tokyo was my favorite. Call me basic, but Japan is like side quest HQ, bro. Like, let me go through some of these photos here. First of all, I thought it was really cute that they had these Yamato transport trucks like all over Japan. And there was a collab in Death Stranding 2, and they're just like logistics transport. That's what they do, but I thought it was just cool. I was like, yo, that's the thing from the video game. And that's me most of the Japan trip. I was like, that's anime. I was that guy, but not as annoying about it out loud. I think most people have seen like the Shibuya. It's literally a side quest HQ. I think a lot of people have seen these photos from Shibuya, from the Parco Mall. They have like this really cool Pokemon store with this like Mewtwo floating in the tank. I think this is a video. Yeah, they had like a Shonen Jump store. And then I don't think the video shows it, but sometimes there's like water bubbles that go up in the tube, like from the Mewtwo movie. Pretty cool. Yeah, a whole bunch. If you're like into, you know, the same stuff, my friend with the Samus arm cannon, this is pretty cool. I had no idea that they even made this. It was pretty fun. Nintendo store was cool. They had a whole Godzilla. They had multiple Godzilla stores. There was one in Shibuya. There was one in Kyoto. One of the Kyoto malls I went to. This was cool too. They had like a sequence of Godzilla roaring with like his theme. Kind of hard to hear, but you can hear the roar, kind of. Dude, I got a really cool Godzilla magnet. I wanted to get more Godzilla stuff, but funnily enough, the size of Godzilla does not make for a great fitting in my luggage, surprise or not. So, believe it or not, can't talk. But a lot of Godzilla stuff. Sega store was super cool. I got this like silly Yakuza A hanger. It's actually my restroom. Let me go get this. I've shared some photos, but I think it's so fun. Okay, the problem with this hanger is that this doesn't fit on my closet's like line, so I'm just kind of hanging it in my bathroom's like rack right now. But I don't know, if I ever move out, that's definitely gonna go in the closet. Cool, like Majima stuff. The JoJo store was so fucking cool, dude. You have to understand, in Shibuya, all this stuff is on the same floor. The 6th floor in the Parco Mall has Godzilla store, Nintendo store, Sega store, Capcom store, JoJo store. I'm forgetting one. Pokemon store. And Shonen Jump store. I don't really... That store was actually surprisingly the least interesting, but... Like, it was insane, dude. The amount of things you can find there in that one mall. If you're a huge nerd like me, you know? And the JoJo store was really fun. Oh, do I have the video of me? I did like the Hamon chop from season 1 on like the frog. There's like a carnival game where you do the chop on the frog like Zeppeli does, where he karate chops the frog and the rock like splits beneath the frog. And they have like a whack-a-mole thing you do with your hand. It was so much fun. And sometimes they were playing the soundtrack, the JoJo soundtrack, while you're walking through the store. And sometimes like Dio will do like Zawarudo and stop the music and then just ramble on crazy Dio things. It's so much fun. I could keep going. Like there's just too much stuff to show. I'll speedrun this. I got this cool Evangelion mech from Akihabara. I went to Akihabara like 5 or 6 times to get nerd like anime mech stuff, video games. This is all from one store. This is Tamashii Nations. This is fucking cool. This wasn't for sale. I wish it was. Don Quixote is overstimulating and really fun and insane. I think there's a video of someone making matcha. What else was this? This is on the way to Fuji. And then, okay, funny story behind this photo. We took a train to the Mount Fuji town. And we took the bullet train, but then we had to take a local train, which was slower and it was way more packed. Like, literally me and my friend were like, it was like a narrow hall in the train. And we were like, you know, stuck to people right next to us, like squished in. But we had a nice view outside. We had a nice view outside, but then like I think we got shifted around again and we weren't able to see out the window. But then we get off the train and we're like relaxing on the bench. We're like, oh, we finally made it. And then as the train goes by, boom, we see Mount Fuji. And it was like, holy shit. It was a movie moment. We're like, what? Okay. Dude. And then there was this cool like rooftop thing, this rooftop cafe that we could see the mountain on. Dude, it was just this cute Doraemon thing. Fuck, dude, I could keep going. This is that famous pagoda. I forget the name of it, but you've probably seen like this photo. I took up like way too many shots of this damn thing. It was packed there, just taking photos. What's up, Daniel? You're not late. I'm just nerding out about my Japan trip. It's good to see you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, this is on our way back to Tokyo. Cool, like, you know, anime themed subway trains. The damn Gundam statue, where was that? Look at this thing. Yeah, my hair looked kind of nice there. Like, with the coif? I kind of like that. It was a moment in time. But, really cool Gundam statue. Really like transformed. You can see it like turn from the green. I think it's called like a Psycho Frame. This Gundam unicorn thing. I have this model kit. I don't know Gundam lore. I just buy them because they look cool. But really fun, really cool. Lighting is not the best, but the Pokemon Park was insane. It was so much fun. Granted, there's no rides or anything there. You're just kind of walking through routes like you are in the game. But if you're a huge Pokemon fan, you're gonna see a bunch of like standout stuff. Like obviously there's Gen 1 stuff, but then they even had like a Gen 5 section with like You know, some of these Drillbur. They had some hidden Pokemon throughout the park, like this Gengar, which was like you had to kind of look around the corner to see where it was. And then they had a whole Bidoof section. It was really cute because like my friend, this guy, he got a Bidoof hat, and we were walking around Tokyo when we went back home, and then we were talking amongst ourselves, and we were like, how do you say Bidoof in Japanese? And then this random Japanese person, as we're walking by, just yells out, Beepa! So Bidoof is called Beepa. People there were like really nice and friendly. Like I wasn't sure what to expect, but dude, people in Japan, Japanese people are so nice, so helpful. It's crazy. Like the nicest people I've ever met. Again, more cool Pokemon. I wish I had some of my friend's photos he took of his camera because he had some photos of me. This is more just photos of the park. But they even had like this Pokemon Center and Pokemart. So much fun, so much fun. And then I haven't even gotten to Kyoto. I'm gonna skip out. You probably see Kyoto was cool, but it's like very touristy, and there's just so many people in such a small town. It's a little bit overwhelming. I think it's nice to see it. Definitely go see it if you're going to Japan. I think 4 or 5 days max. That's all you need. That's how much time I spent. Again, really cool stuff. Like, I mean, I think this is called Togetsukyo Bridge. Really cool temples. Fun, like, shots. Oh, I have actually like a distinct memory here. Some like student, I think one of these students was like waving as I was leaving. People there are so nice. I'm like, what? Like, I don't even know you, but bye. I don't know. People are so wholesome there. I love it. And, yeah, I just got some really nice like shots, like standing right next to the conductor on the train. Not like with him, but behind him, you know. Cool shots there. On the way to Kyoto, we even saw Mount Fuji. I think I have like a video of it somewhere here. I have too many. Look at that. I had 2,500 on the dot. Media, dude. It was too much. It's too much. I'm going to skip through. A lot of even more nerd stuff in Osaka, surprisingly. I think I brought this up in a YouTube short recently. You can check that out. Den Town, really sick. It's like another Akihabara just in Osaka. I got this fucking Gurren Lagann model kit I've been looking for. I didn't even know this existed. I've wanted a Gurren Lagann model kit for like close to a decade, I want to say. I saw it like over 10 years ago. Saw it a long time ago. And I didn't even know they made model kits of this. So I was freaking out when I found it. My friend was like, he was like so happy for me. He was like, dude, like you're gonna find anything you want in Japan if you're a nerd. It's so much fun. And then we randomly found, we didn't even know this existed, a Capcom store in Osaka. It just opened. Yeah, March 31st. So like this was like April 16th. This was like brand new store. Granted, this Capcom store was more like, they had like weird arcade games and not like the normal Capcom games. It was like, I don't know, Whack-A-Mole and it's, I don't know, Street Fighter. It was like kind of random stuff. We didn't have too much time to check it out because we were going to somewhere else, but got some cool pics. The men themselves. And funny story, this came out, I took a picture of this the day before it came out. April 16th, and that was April 17th. Me and my best friend Ken. I always main Ken in Street Fighter. Him, Chun-Li, Makoto in Street Fighter 3. Really fun. He looks so fucking cool, dude. Some shots of like the city we went up to. This is Osaka. Went up to its like tower there. I think it was called, what was the name of it? If you look up like, oh yeah, random JoJo merch in that same tower with the overview. There's just too much stuff. It's so overstimulating when you're there. Everything is a side quest, bro. You're just gonna be walking around. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? It's so much fun. But we're nearing the end. I went back to Tokyo near the end, and I went to Super Potato. Random, I didn't know this existed. I went into the 5th floor of the Super Potato where they sell retro games. Random Big Boss statue. Really cool. I was also wearing my Metal Gear jacket and my Metal Gear Rising shirt, so it was like perfect. So much fun. I got a bunch of anime like figures. I got like JoJo stuff, Bleach, Yu-Gi-Oh. I got this Game Boy for my friend. Went to Yokohama just for an evening. Just for an evening to check it out because it's like, dude, I love Yakuza 7. I love that game. I just need to see Chinatown in person, and it was great. It was great. The only thing is I was really running out of cash near the end, and so many places in Japan only take cash. So I was a little bit strapped for money towards the end. I was relying on my friend because he was the only one who had cash at that point. I paid him back, of course, but yeah, definitely bringing more cash with me next time. And yeah, just some gifts I got for my family. This is a funny Godzilla bath bomb. I think I posted in the Discord. I put it in and I was like, this looks like fucking Gatorade. Like, like it's supposed to be radioactive, I guess. And then there was this Gigan inside it. It was really cool. Okay. I think we're ready to move on to the game. That's enough nerding out about my travels. Too much fun. Too much fun, y'all. Let me get Ace Attorney booted up here. And I'll turn down the music. I might get copywritten to hell for it, but dude, that soundtrack was banging. I had no idea. I had no idea Ace Attorney music went that hard. Yeah, man. Y'all would definitely enjoy Japan. I mean, we like the same stuff. Yeah, I think the things I was worried about when I was going there ended up not being true. I was like, hey, I don't know how they feel about foreigners. I don't speak the language at all, so I don't know how difficult it's gonna be. Literally almost never an issue with any of those concerns. Like, people are so nice, people are so, even if they don't speak English, they'll find someone who does. Awesome experience. Let me make this full screen here. I think I have to go in the settings. So this game originally came out on the DS, right? I'm really excited to play this because I have always heard about Ace Attorney. I've seen memes, the characters. I know nothing, which I'm glad. Since I spoil myself on a lot of things, but this is not one of them. There we go. Does it recognize... Okay, it's gonna be Xbox buttons. Hold on, can I change that? I don't think I can. I'm gonna... At 1080. Yeah, there we go. It was looking a little bit blurry. Oh, sorry. Let me do the display here. Hold on. It's not playing the music. There we go. I'll turn that up. Okay, let me know if the volume's good. It was originally a GBA game. Before us Americans, we only play these on the DS ports. Oh, that's really interesting. I had no idea. Had no idea yourself? Yeah, I'm excited. Let me, this is already gonna annoy me, so I'm just gonna do fast. Story mode for everything, including solid case. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay. Yeah, just forgive me if I fumble with the buttons, because it's Xbox button layout, and I'm using a PlayStation controller. I'm not used to Xbox, so... But I was told right before the stream that this is a visual novel. I don't think I've ever played a visual novel. I've never gotten into them, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's go. Just play this game. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm turning up the volume. A murder? Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like Him. Okay. I'll make it look like he did it. Has way more gameplay than traditional visual novel. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. She's, well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. So this is our first case? It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Okay. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Average Mia reaction. She's fine, bro. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Butts? Wait, he calls Phoenix Nick? Okay. Hey there, Larry. I'm kind of confused with the names right now. Okay, he's Butts. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? So his name is Larry Butts, okay. It's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Why is he called Nick? His name was Phoenix. Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Okay. So basically he was framed for his girlfriend's murder by that dude we saw at the beginning. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Oh, Nick is short for Phoenix. That's clever. Okay. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Oh, damn. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. That's... Come on. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. There's a lot of funny names? Okay. That's just what I'm gonna do. Yeah, what's the word for that? It's like, I notice this in Japanese games, they make a lot of like combinations of words or like puns. Like Pokemon does this a lot, where they'll combine two words together, and it's like Poochiana, where it's like pooch and hyena. You know what I mean? There's a word for it in English that I'm forgetting. Where you combine two words together. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? I've heard this music before, that's crazy. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. So I'm guessing the game is saying, hey, read the text, dummy. The localization for the game rules. It really tries to convince you it takes place on the west coast of the US, but all the environments are obviously Japanese. That's fun. Kind of reminds me of like old like anime and stuff, like where they like Jelly Donut, and Pokemon, and all that. The fans dubbed the setting Japanifornia. That's funny. This is a murder trial. Tell me, who's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report so many times. I don't think we saw her name. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press RB. Okay, RB is R1, I think? Yes. Okay. Cindy. Oh, her name is Cindy. Okay. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone? Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, Phoenix is already so likable. He's such a... he seems like such a nice guy, you know? Mr. Payne. As Mr. Wright was just told, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue entered the court record. Okay, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use RB to check, yeah. Okay. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. He's already twitching. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had already dumped you? Oh. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? That's a good point. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Oh, a US passport. It's probably localized. The victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. On July 30th, the day before the murder. Arrived home from Paris. Okay, so she came home the previous day. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. I thought this was rated... Well, I guess it's not rated, E for everyone, because there was already blood in the intro. Okay. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Yeah, they're trying to manipulate him here. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. This is not looking good. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Let's have him answer honestly. We tried to stop him before... Okay, we stopped him from trying to be emotional. Let's just have him answer truthfully. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Okay. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Uh-oh. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Are we gonna get the actual murderer here? The guy in the magenta suit? Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Yeah, it's him. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Frank Sawit, huh? Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Read the witness's name. Oh, Sawit! Oh, okay, I was saying Sawit. That's good, that's good, okay. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. That completely went over my head, that's so funny. Okay, witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. He must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Okay, wait a minute. I thought that Cindy was... Was Cindy in his apartment? I don't have anything that can really dispute that right now. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. Wait a second. She was found dead at 4 p.m. Yeah, wait, that doesn't line up. I can't select this. Okay, the man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Yeah, the times don't line up. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during the blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court, okay. Noon to 6 p.m. Okay, that still doesn't explain how he called at 1 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies, what? He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then what? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's an evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the testimony. Then, once you found the evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with that. Okay. Okay, so we can select basically where we have an issue with his testimony. Okay, where's the part where he mentions 1 p.m.? Here we go. Present. What's Y? That's not it.
Objection!
Yeah. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I found that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy, yes, sometime after 4 p.m. There is nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Side, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, so likely he's going to give another fake story, and we have to present another piece of evidence. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Okay, so he's blaming it on the TV. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. But there was no power, there was a blackout. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Yep, okay. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yep. So, let's go back to where he said the time. Yeah, television. Watching a video of a tape program. Okay, here we're going to contradict that with the blackout record.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. It's too big. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawin? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawin, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. The constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawin. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Here we go. Further down the rabbit hole. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it. Okay, this is obviously wrong. Yeah, this is the statue. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Yeah, so... I didn't hear it, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment and wasn't there. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit... Yeah. Definitely not.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. Huh? You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. You have any problems? This is such a twist. Okay. Let me check the court record. I mean, if it's not a plug-in clock because you said you have to tilt it and then press a button, so I don't know. I might be stumped. I'm just gonna say yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Oh, that part. Okay. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Okay, that part went over my head. Clearly a contradiction. Huh, indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. That's crazy. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. This is so good. Wow. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Shut up, shut up, shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn, give him death! Mask is off. Mask is fully off now. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Oh, what's with the red bar? I don't know what that is. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Oh, a health bar. Oh, did I take damage? Okay. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker. Oh, he said, I think. Okay. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. Haha, you forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's true. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems that you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately... What? You lords are all slime. We lost? There's nothing I can do about it now. Okay, oh shit, what a plot twist. I was like, did I miss something? Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock? They were in Paris, right? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the courtroom that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. That would be the passport, right? Not the blackout record, not this. Yeah, it would be the passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Yo, that's so cool. Okay, I was thinking it can't be 3 hours behind if it's Paris. There's gotta be a way bigger time difference. That explains it. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the clock you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It. Or should I say, Mr. Did It. Yo! Oh shit! Busted. What? Yo, this is crazy. This is so much fun. What the heck? Oh my god. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. What a twist. What a twist. Mr. Payne, your witness. It wasn't even like that difficult to solve, but just like, man, the back and forth is so good. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Oh, the whole first... Ah, man, it was great. It was great. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but... This court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Let's fucking go! And with that, this court is adjourned. Wow. Thank God Larry shut the fuck up after the first few testimonies he gave. It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day... Okay, we're gonna get an explanation. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. Okay. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Yeah. August 3rd. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Phew, still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. What? Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. What was he gonna call her? She was a what? Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry... I knew that joke was gonna come. I fucking knew it. I was like thinking when they said his name, I was like, thank God he's not named Harry Butts. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. God damn it. I won't forget this. Forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. We can keep the object of the murder? Like what? Okay. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Wait, he made it? Was it in Paris? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Was it just this?
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What's that clock? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. Oh, he was out of the courtroom. That's why he doesn't know. Okay, and she took it with her when she traveled. I see. Okay. I thought she bought it there. Okay. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock. That's all. You think so? It's pretty heavy clocks to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. That's so sweet. What a nice end. Hope that made it feel a little bit better. Ah. That hit me right there. That hit me right there. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work in here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying why part of you... You're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Phoenix, if you don't get with this woman by the end of the game. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Okay. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Yeah. Okay, this is really fun. This is kind of like... I mean, it's a visual novel, and I've heard they're basically like playable animes, and yeah, this is like a cool, like... If Better Call Saul was was an anime. Just imagine that Christy is Mia, and Saul Goodman is Phoenix. Close enough. What was her name? Christy in the show? What was her name? In Better Call Saul. His girlfriend in the show. It's been a while. Ring. Someone's on the phone. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. Maya? Oh shit. Another cutie patootie? There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock. Yeah, it's made to look like that statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Okay, her sister. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Huh, well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. That's my daughter, that's my sister, that's my... okay. I'm looking forward to her. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? Everyone in this game is just so likable, you know? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Recorded. Okay, that might come in handy later. September 5th. What's up, LF Bench? Yeah, dude, every character is just so fun so far. I love it. Faye and Co. Okay, so this is the same day. Faye and Co. law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye. Her name is Mia Faye, okay. You are a poor liar. Are you planning on playing the whole Ace Attorney? I mean, so far, I'm liking it a lot. I might do that. I had an Applebee's hamburger the other day. I truly understand Maya when I had that. Nice. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Haha. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho, my dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh shit, is she gonna die? No! Ain't no way! What the fuck is that guy? Red, white, blue. America mentioned? This dude's American? September 5th, 908. Oh fuck, is Mia dead? Damn it. Uh-oh, I'm late. How that's strange. I guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Move. Examine. Okay, I can just look around here, I see. There's nothing off here. Okay, let's just go in. Yeah. To the office. That smell, blood. Sis. Someone's there. Oh shit, she is dead. Chief? Chief! Chief! Damn, dude. She was too good to be true. She was too nice. Every fucking anime type thing does this. It's either a mom, it's a girlfriend, it's a wife. It's like, nah, they're too nice. They gotta go. Who are you? So that's Maya, probably. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly it began to fade. Okay, she's dead. Till finally she was cold. Chief. Is there anything here? Okay, well, they left the statue. It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Okay. No clues here. This plant. Okay. Try to do it on her. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker. Lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The Thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the Chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards. Okay. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Oh, was that there before? I don't think so. A word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. From the department store, okay? I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what the girl was doing here. Okay. They always make the most likable character ever and immediately kill them. That's how it always goes. Yep. We can look around here as well. The ledger book, everything is written. Ooh, excuse me. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Okay. A phone. Oh, we can check the record. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police, please come quick. What was that? Someone's screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Oh shit, this is a setup. Okay, where's that lady? Gatewater Hotel. It's supposed to be Watergate Hotel. That's so good. Okay. What happened to that lady, though? Anything on the computer? Surprisingly, the Chief was never good with machines. About all she used his PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale and for practically nothing. Clues. Okay, what if we go back? Move. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Let's talk to her first? What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. And sis... So she was already dead. Okay. The timeline for this game is confusing because it's supposed to be 2001, but then the remasters, I think they moved the series up to the 2010s. I kind of prefer it starting in the... Yeah, because they still have, like, landline phones and, like, you know, bulky PCs, so... So you're the Chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the Thinker. Okay. Present? The note? Or the receipt, rather. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Oh shit, the cops. Are we gonna be framed or are we gonna be the defendant? The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Gumshoe. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe, what an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. She looks like the man who... What if that wasn't a man and she just like curled up her hair? I thought I saw a dude kill Mia. What if also this is his wife? Because they have a similar like getup. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? This game takes place in 2016 and 2017. Okay. Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa, excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Alright, you're jumping to conclusions, hold on. Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Okay, they're definitely... Okay, this is definitely a setup. Mia's youngest sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. That's something that I found out in Japan is like their law system is not innocent and proven guilty. It's more like guilty until proven innocent. So I wonder if like this kind of escalation, maybe it's just kind of a parody on him jumping to conclusions. Maybe it's just exaggerated, but I wonder if that means anything. I wonder if like there's some parallel to that in real life. I don't know. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Yeah, this game is built on a critic of the Japanese legal system. Okay. Glad I caught that. Detention center the next day. Okay. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Also, she seems kind of like she's like a sidekick or like a medium. That's just the vibe I'm getting because she's wearing like traditional clothing and she has like beads with like an amulet. She kind of gives me like that kind of vibe. It's you, the lawyer. And so she kind of looks like she'd be into like psychic stuff, you know, she's wearing all purple. I don't know, just me. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'll just say, of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. Shit. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No one could. Who could believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard about me. I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha, so she crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing is lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want him to be found guilty. Damn, okay. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Damn, that's rough, okay. No, it's okay, it's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Yeah, I thought she was on our side, but I guess she's, you know, rightfully so. We only solved one case, so. Okay. Is there anything to examine in here? This dude? Hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Camera as well. Smile for the camera. Oh, excuse me. For some reason, talking a lot makes me yawn. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's talk to her. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training. Oh, okay, that kind of checks out, like psychic, like religious stuff. Is that what you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I knew it! Ah, okay, I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. You're a psychic too. I've seen this in like, just, I don't know, Japanese media. I feel like you see beads, traditional clothing, purple, I don't know, maybe it's a trope. You're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too. Of course, she left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? You were so on point, I was flabbergasted, but that's an ego boost. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask. I don't think it's that simple. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Yeah. Okay, the day of the crime. So we need to learn about that phone call some more. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence, yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker, the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Excuse me. Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Okay, perfect. Let's hear it. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Okay, that's her memo. Alright. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can ask him to represent me? I mean, yeah, if that's what you want, yeah. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow. It's at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't pick one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're gonna give me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. Here, hold a piece of evidence. Wait, is this the same information? Okay, no, this is different. So when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. Okay, this is new. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay? So let's go get that lawyer. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay. Cool, like bear? Is that a bear with fish in its mouth? Mahogany bookshelves with expensive books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Some alcohol? Flask? Table for clients? Huh. Elegant ebony case, if I'm not mistaken. That lighter's made of solid... Oh, it's a lighter. Solid gold. Even I can tell someone's got money to burn. Yeah, this is a rich guy, for sure. Okay. Well, back to the detention center. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Okay. Your family. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. Okay, your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago... Excuse me. Excuse me? My family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left. Okay, so maybe she became a lawyer to, like, prosecute this guy or something. So you live by yourself. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So who is this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh, wow, okay. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Huh. The murder was saying red, white, and blue? Okay. Do I have anything to present? No, I'm just, nothing left to say. Just move. Options, let me just check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think maybe we have to go back to our office. September 6th. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... I'm just gonna get his name wrong on purpose. Detective Suede Shoes. Suede Shoes, wasn't it? That's me. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Wait, that's a song, pal. Name's Dick Gumshoe. Wait, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better go quick. Or better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Okay. let's talk to him about Mia. About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? Huh, you wanna know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Okay, so it was at September 5th at 9 p.m. Blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Okay, Maya. About Maya. Also, what's that thing in his head? Is it supposed to be like a pencil in his ear? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, I've heard about this guy. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Is he the rich guy? He must have been the rich person that Maya wanted to defend her. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Oh, he's a bad guy. Okay. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay. I'm excited to see what he's all about. I'm getting the impression that he's kind of pompous. We'll see. Anything to examine? I don't think so. Maybe back to the detention center. Talk. Present. Give her the autopsy report, maybe? Sorry, I've never seen that before. Guess you had no reaction to that. Oh, do I want to give the memo to Gumshoe? Let's try that. Yeah, let's give him the memo. I was wondering, did you see Maya's cell phone? Oh, that, I have that. Do you think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. I'll just be honest. There's no way to give it to me. Something the matter? Of course not. You know, of course, no, wait. Excuse me. Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. Like, it's like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received. Okay. Check the court record to hear. Okay. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be headed out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. Right. The witness. Yeah, Miss April May. Okay. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay. Oh, let me check the conversation. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't called in a while. Actually, there's something I want to hold on to me. Okay, this is the conversation we saw. Paper is see you at 9. Okay. Let's go to the hotel, the Watergate Hotel. That's so funny, Gatewater. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. What is she doing? Hi, smooth right, real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? Is she like some kind of like maid, like anime maid kind of thing? She's doing like the cat shit. Okay, you're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Okay, there's something in there. What's this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, she's okay. She's a little bit psycho. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Well, I can't examine while she's here, right? Let's talk. What do you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe. Incidents. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know, the thing that happened the other day. The bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee, you know, you're so cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. What about Mia, dude? Come on. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, Teehee. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. She's a piece of work, okay? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? What amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Yeah, she's not playing nice. We can't even examine anything. She's just gonna crash out on us. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay and Company Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. She doesn't want to explain this, right? What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Okay, so she's playing hard to get. Wait, can we check out that painting? A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those hanging on the wall. Okay. Over there. Should I present her with something? Let's see. I wonder if she would recognize this. Excuse me, but I'm a witness? Police witness? You understand? How could I possibly give you information in good conscience? Me, the witness? It's just like in the movies. Okay, I don't think she's gonna budge. Alright, well... maybe back to the detention center we go. Talk to maybe Mr. Gumshoe? Or Grossberg, sorry. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should wait for him here to come back. Ahem! That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Okay, this is not Edgeworth's office then. This is clearly just Grossberg. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Huh, something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Acha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. This guy is like shelling up all of a sudden. Okay. Really suspicious. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Huh? Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Right. Yeah, that's why we're here in the first place. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Yeah, really strange reaction. So, Mia trusted that Maya would be in good hands with this dude. Is he in cahoots with the murderer? Is he defending her? Or is he like the prosecutor? Like he's gonna be like blaming her for the murder or something? Hope the lawyer terms I'm using are correct, but I hope you know what I mean. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago, okay? Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. Okay, this is probably about the guy who wronged her mom. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha, you notice. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million, and I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. This guy is so weird, okay? I don't think I have anything to show him, really. Yeah. He's not gonna budge. We've talked about everything. Might be time to dip. Let me see. Okay, he's not gonna have a reaction because this is already checked off the list. Pencils? Mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Nothing there. Okay, let's go talk to Maya then. He's not gonna defend her. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? We'll see. Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Or... I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM, time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Hell no, we're defending her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit, I don't know why. We can't just leave her. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there, a long time ago. Oh shit. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Damn, you know. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Yo, Phoenix is a real one. Shout out Phoenix. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside this strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. Talked about everything. I think we just, go back home? Looks like Detective Gumshoe has gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Okay. Do we go back to the hotel then? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the air facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Yeah, you came back, quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. This is definitely the bad guy. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White, yeah. That was his name. My sister told me. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in, Gruage. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Oh, shit. Could it be a coincidence? Okay. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. Dude, this is literally Watergate. That's so funny. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? A wiretap. Okay. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Now we just need a call from Deep Throat, bro. And then it'll all come full circle. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, Bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Okay, let's do it. Trial time? It like auto-saved, but then it's also manually saving. Okay. Okay. Okay, the next day at 10 a.m. We're at the courtroom now. There's Miles Edgeworth. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Dude, he looks like really how do you say, like, well studied, like experienced? And we definitely look like a rookie. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. He's Ori Cinema. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Yeah, he definitely has an aura about him. He's like, really, you can tell in his eyes, he's just super like, cutthroat, you know? Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. Who may call our first witness, Your Honor? The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, we're starting with him. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at Precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Okay, the body was there, right? And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Yeah, I don't think they've inspected it close enough. Floor plans added to the court record. Excited for what's coming up? Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. He's, like, intimidated by him. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Okay. Here we go. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Okay. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Huh. Okay, the witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works. It's worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. So we're gonna call his bluff on something, I guess. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Excuse me. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account. Yeah. I saw her. A single contradiction. Okay, we're just gonna have to call the bluff. Okay. The defendant and the lawyer. Okay. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Did he? He talked to us first, right?
Hold it!
Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in here. I'll just have to take Miss Maya's advice. Okay. Okay. We arrested her. Why? There was a witness. The witness saw her at the very moment. Okay, seeing her at the very moment is kind of like, how would she know that? How would she be at the right time, right place, see that happen? Oh yeah, I'm gonna press him on this.
Hold it!
Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it. Yeah, that's not hard evidence, just because she saw something. Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim it was hard evidence? Excuse me? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Okay. The hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Yeah, Gumshoe seems a little bit like, forgetful, or like kind of careless, a little bit. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on it, yeah. Okay, so now we can start presenting some evidence. The blood was the victim's. There was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, we wrote the killer's name. Okay. I examined the scene with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. The word Maya written clearly in blood. Lab test results, the blood was the victim's. There was blood found on the victim's finger. Hold on. I'm gonna have to think on this one. A memo written. The word Maya was written clearly in blood. Let me check my evidence. Holds a conversation between Chief and Maya. Blood force trauma, 9 p.m. Broken beyond all recognition. Looks like a statue, it's actually a clock. Found in Miss May's hotel room. The receipts written in blood on the back. Can I check this? Okay, this is tricky. Lab test results showed that there is blood. I think I have to present this phone message. Yeah, I'm gonna present the phone. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna present this.
Objection!
Clearly reveals a contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly How exactly are that evidence and testament just now related? They aren't, are they? They're not. Okay, not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, that didn't work. We lost some health there. Okay. A memo. It wasn't a memo, wasn't it a receipt? I'm gonna press it on it. You found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Are we gonna go with Miss May? We can just say the killer. The killer, anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name. Buddy, please. She was framed.
Objection!
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ah. Ha, I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Oof, okay, that hurts. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. The word Maya was written clearly in blood, okay? Do we present this?
Objection!
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Damn, okay, I'm messing this up. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Okay. The word Maya was written clearly in blood. Okay. The blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. What about this blood? Was this actually hers or was it someone else's? I don't know. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, how do we know that she wrote it before she died? Do I press him on this?
Hold it!
Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Stop right there. He's so smug. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order! That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After securing the suspect, own eyes, a memo written on a piece of paper. Maya written clearly in blood. The blood was the victim's. There was blood found on the victim's finger. She wrote the killer's name. Okay. Do I check? Let me check this. You haven't called in a while. Well, there's actually something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue. It tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers. Is that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. Okay, so wait, we should present the statue, right? Yeah, do we present the statue now? I believe in you, thank you. This is much harder. Always understand what the evidence says and its description. Okay. Let's present. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. Wait, death was instantaneous. Ah, okay, I completely overlooked that. If the death was instantaneous, then how did she write it? Before she died, yeah, okay, so this is what we're gonna contradict here. So present this.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying? Hmm? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But, no but-ing your way out of this one, detective. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I actually forgot. Wait, it was the day after the murder? Time of death. I forgot when I got this, to be honest. Yeah, when did I get this? Here's the part? Oh, fuck. Okay, I forgot. I don't know. I'm gonna say, like, they couldn't have done a full autopsy the day of the murder. It was at night as well. It had to be the day after. It's the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. What the fuck? I couldn't have known about that. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim would have had time to write Maya. Dude. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. This is a massive move, by the way. Emma brings out an updated autopsy. I see, okay. Yeah, because there's no way you can prepare for that. It's like, hey, I just got a newer thing, dude. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. The little... Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. I'm a sham. Do we want to really do name calling? That's all we can do. We'll call him out on his bluff. Dawn, what's up, dude? It's good to see you back, dude. We're about to roast this man, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Dude, Don, it was awesome. I spent like 20 minutes at the beginning of the stream just going through some cool stuff. Check it out later if you're interested. It was amazing though. Long story short, it was a good time. It was a good time. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. So now we're saying that they may have lived a bit after being hit. Okay. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. He's so smug. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her. Oh god, this lady. But I think here's where we can present the wiretap. That's really sus. What part of her is innocent? She's so fake, dude. Witness, your name, please. April May. At your Bro, that was crazy. At your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. This is the second trial, Don. This is the one where Mia died. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across the Fay and Company law offices. That's right, big boy. What the fuck is her? She's so weird. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Wait, that's some kind of what is she talking about? What is she talking about with the running away? What? Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Dude, she is so... Oh my god. Piece of work. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? That was pretty insulting, jeez. Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I will gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have got a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, here we go. It was like 9 at night. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's right on the time because the updated autopsy, the first autopsy said it was at 9. Let's keep going. I looked out the window, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay, so she's claiming basically when she says that woman, that was Mia. Mia dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, so now Maya, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Okay. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better press on her facts a little bit, okay? Okay, so let's just press and not present anything quite yet. Was a mousy girl, okay? Dodged to one side and ran away. She caught up to her and she hit her. That was it. That was it again. Okay. The mousy girl sitting in the chair. Then the woman like dodged to one side. Okay, can I want to press her on this. Like, where did she start running from? She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. With what? How do you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Yeah, because we know it was the guy. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Okay. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. That's true. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of the trifling little details. All the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Oh my god. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. It's going well, though. It's going well. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That statuey clock, the thinker. How does she know it's a clock? Was that known? But it's actually a clock. Did she know? Is this public knowledge? The kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think. How does she... Did she see this before? How does she know? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. I see. I only wish it had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think. Must have been I do with one which to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Having to press her. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna press her on this being a clock. How does she know that? Clock? Didn't this come from another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, statuary clock, I think? She hit her with it. Do I present this? Let's try presenting this.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Yeah. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Miss... Jeez, okay. You just said the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that by just looking at it. Yeah, I knew it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. There we fucking go. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh,
Objection!
the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
No. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you would have been to the law offices of Faye and Company. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from the hotel room. The law offices of Faye and Company, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. How could she have heard it from across, like, buildings? There's no way it's that loud. It's that, loud. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
Objection!
You have proof she could not. Amateur, listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing, you are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions. Quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Do I just go with the second option? It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Oh, the papers! The papers are in it. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Yeah. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Crazy how Phoenix and Conan have crossed over once. It's so damn obvious. Yeah, I can see that happening for sure. Yeah, it is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat! Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. What the fuck is this guy gonna do now? What the fuck do you have to say, Edgeworth? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. But we know that it was before because we have the phone recording. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? We can. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Bam, this. If we check it... It tells you the time. The clock isn't talking right now. Yep, this is it. Take that. Take a look at this. Huh. That's a very cute cell phone? Oh, you have a very girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim of the day of the murder, on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone. Oh, he's crashing out now. We got him. We got him. This wasn't brought to my attention. We got him good. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. He did, because we got it from him. He didn't even notice. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone. Excuse me. The clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? She couldn't have seen this because it was made. It was handmade. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. That she hadn't seen it before. Do we have evidence that she hadn't seen it before? Actually, I don't know about this one. Did they choose the right option? I don't know. The department store receipt with letters written in blood. Produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock. Well, it was made by Larry Butts. Is there any proof of that on this thing?
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. Yeah, okay. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. Huh? What? Is she crashing out? What the fuck? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Haha. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? She looks intense. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you heard it. Or you held it. This is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used to strike the victim. When else? Order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the force of the impact made the thinker rung. That's when you heard it.
Objection!
Wait, no! That doesn't work because There's no batteries in it. The clockwork was taken out. Tisk, tisk. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. 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 Was an alibi, Miss May. Perhaps you could explain to the poor misguided Mr. Wright that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Oh no! Holy shit. Okay, this is getting intense. Yes, wait, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? Gee, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Ergo, she was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up there. I got too gung-ho. You made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. If that's the case, then how did she know the thinker was a clock? Wait, Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way Miss May could have known it was a clock. One way alone, and I have proof. Well, proof to say. And the court will examine your proof, Mr. Wright. Oh my god, I'm kind of anxious now. I'm like, oh, I hope I can prove it. Okay. How did she know it was a clock? The wiretap. Here we go. This is fucking it. This is it. Have a look at this. Ah, oh, that's... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh, oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. She said on the phone. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock is, she said it on here, right? It's a clock. Yes. This is it. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while? Well, there's actually something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. This is so intense. She's crashing out. Oh my god. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! Who gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. Is she gonna kill another person right now? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? She's really crying? Come on. That did it. That's the court. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping her irrelevant? What? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Should we talk to the bellboy? Or get him to talk? I feel like we've exhausted our evidence. I'm gonna call him as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, that she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. What a weird, ultimatum that Edgeworth presented, okay. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Well, accept the condition, we have to. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Edgeworth is he's so good at getting on our nerves. We've caught him a few times, kind of with our own evidence, and be like, hey, that's not the case. But even then, he's done the same to us. So he's basically our equal. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He still has the plate and everything, and even the uniform. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. Okay, that explains it. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Okay. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Okay? I'm head bellboy at the hotel, 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening. Okay, that lines up with the time. We know that the murder was at 9. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Okay, we don't have, I don't think we have any evidence to contradict that statement or these statements, so I think let's start pressing him. Okay. How could he deliver the coffee and she sees the murder at the same time and he didn't? I don't know. I'm a little sleepy, so I'm gonna head out for now, but I had a lot of fun. Thank you for the stream, Basil. Have a great one. Thanks for tuning in, Daniel. Yeah, I'm loving this game. I'm definitely gonna stream some more. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Okay. So let's think about this. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I'm gonna press him on this.
Hold it!
You were sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely, sir. It's a matter of an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, excuse me. When I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, forwarded me with an embrasser? Favored me with an embrasser. Embracer? Oh, like a hug? Okay, I'm sorry, English. My English right now is terrible. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. It's French for, kiss! But not a French kiss, more of a peck on the cheek. Okay. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. She probably blackmailed him or yeah, something like that, or like coerced him. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Yep, definitely. Definitely that's the case. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her. Yeah, we gotta press him on this. You got a kiss on the cheek. I delivered it to the guest herself. Asked for an iced coffee to be brought. Let me check my evidence. Glass shards. Still haven't really used this. Okay, I'm gonna have to press him some more. Let me press him on this. He believes he got a call after it.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and ahem. The point being, I remembered her. Okay, I remembered her quite well. Okay, yes. What then? It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. We do know he's lying, though. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? I need to ask him about the room service. Tell me again about our room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered it to the room at room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge. It's pretty expensive. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yeah, okay, it wasn't just me. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barista there. Mr. Edgeworth, who... barista? What? He asked me not to mention if I was... What? You asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Dude, what? That's big. You fool. Oh, it's curtains. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. Yeah, because I definitely know I saw a guy. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's a little too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Wow. September 7th, District Court. Okay. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do we get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Did you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Wow, that was like... So is there gonna be like a day 2, like part 2 of the trial? That was intense. That took a while too. That was significantly longer than the first trial. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony added? Okay. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. That was really fun. Wow, what a series of twists. It's like stuff we knew, and then Edgeworth is like, no, no, no. And even like the whole thing with Miss May like crashing out. And then calling their bluffs too. That's such a cool like kind of mix up. It's not just evidence. You have to kind of press them on stuff that sounds suspicious. And it's interesting too because like you kind of have to poke at it. Even though on your first couple like read-throughs of the testimony, it might seem perfectly fine. And you're like, I don't know what to ask them about. But then like you press them on one thing and it leads to one thing and then the next and the next and it kind of snowballs. It's really cool. Really engaging. Like you get wrapped up in the story. Okay, September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center visitors room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. Surely quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough? Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what does you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? She's so weird. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap? Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? She is crazy. Do we present her with anything? Hey, guess what? Actually, I hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Yeah, I showed her this, so that's not gonna work. Let me, anything to examine here? Is he scared? Is it an image? Okay. Oh, for the camera, okay, nothing new there. Let's go to the law offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe is nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. I suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Okay. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. Okay, I mean, nothing really sticks out. Yeah. Check out Grossberg. Looks like Grossberg is out today, again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. What is this? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Exhibit A. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Is that their mom? She looks older. Might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. I think that maybe that's their mom. Okay, what's Exhibit B? That's definitely the guy we saw. That's White. That's the killer. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Let's swap it? I think I'll swap them. Yeah, that's definitely sus. Why do we have to switch them, though? That's kind of weird. I'll leave it alone. I'm just going to take the white one. Okay. But everything else is the same here. Wait, no! This is gone! Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... It was a guy in a hat. It wasn't him? It was a fisherman, I think? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. What happens if I pick another option? It wasn't a very memorable painting. That's really sus. It wasn't sunflowers. Okay, that's weird. That is really weird. Okay, let's show Crazy Lady a picture of her boyfriend. Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Okay, let's show her this guy. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Where did you? Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. Okay, yeah, we're definitely hanging on to that photo. That's really sus. Do we go back here? No. Oh, let's move again. Let me talk to her. Okay, no. I went to the hotel on accident, but I think this is a better place to go. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh, rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Okay, this guy's weird. Oh, he might recognize him too. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once, you know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? He's very cooperative. Okay. An affidavit. This guy's way too excited about this. Yeah, wait, why? Now I'm sus of him. How is he so cooperative? Let me turn him down and see how he reacts. Well, thanks, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Oh? Oh, I see. Well, later then, if you need it. Why was he so... This guy's way too excited about this. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. The bellboy's affidavit was added to the court record. Okay. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Okay, now we're getting a bunch of evidence. Alright. Anything else to talk about? The man with May? I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. Why would you say that about yourself? There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo. Yeah, we had that. The hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. What a character. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. What if he's the man? Is he in disguise? Like, he's so sus. Like, I'm looking at their faces. No, they're not that similar, no. We examined the drawer already. Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious, I don't believe it. We're gonna have to wait for him to leave. Like, why doesn't he want us to check that out? Okay. Well, let's show her the affidavit. Did you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who is most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Huh. Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Well, okay, wow, what a name and what a company. Okay. Red White. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. Do they do wiretaps? Is that their thing? Like NSA type beat. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Okay. So we need to find this dude. Blue Corp. The painting! Oh shit. Okay. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name, what's your name? I was just inquirably asking that the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worthily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Okay. Let's ask him about his girlfriend. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Yeah. The night of the murder? On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. So he, like, probably bought them off. That's really sus. Let's ask about his company. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Actually, yeah, this game came out in the early 2000s, and now this is like a... Excuse me, like a data kind of company? Like... Sus data? Okay. Sell information. Yeah, these guys are hella sus. In just 10 years, I've built the business up to the grand office you see now. In case you're wondering, Blue Corp is named after the color blue. I, Red, White, and Blue Corporation, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? That painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. Let's ask him first, when did you get it? When did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault. Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition, the police, the courts, they all do my bidding. Holy shit. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I assume. Mr. Grossbergers. Mr. Grossbergs, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. This guy is bad news. Wow. He actually, like, assaulted us. Wow. Okay. You got a lot of explaining to do, man. What's up? Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Josephits. What? Oh, you. Oh, what's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something is really bothering him, that much is clear. Okay. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I could have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Yeah, why did he refuse? I asked before, but why did he refuse for defense? I think I have a right to know. He's definitely, like, getting paid off by Red White. A right, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. Okay. Excuse me? And some Italian soda. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Okay, let's ask him about Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... that big painting. Let's ask him about that first. Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're what if I say this? It's not something I can claim to understand. But you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? Oh my god. Let's see what happens. What? My boy. You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. My boy, please. You're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could... That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. He's really defensive. Okay, maybe... I picked that one as a joke, but... That's, He got really defensive there. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. They are lovers. No. Okay, we're not... Okay. Never mind, then. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying... Right, so they have information... They're an information gathering company, and they've got dirt on everyone, basically. I've been paying them for 15 years now. Excuse me. So he's been paying them 15 years because of the DL6 incident. So, okay, I think he's involved with their mom then. Mia and Maya's mom. The name on the back of those photographs. I suspected I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Let's ask him about DL6. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, it cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. So he cleared her name? Huh, okay. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office. She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. That was a lot. Okay. Huh. Man, I'm getting really tired, so it's like hard for me to comprehend all of this. I'm thinking like, I think I might end the stream here and like reread this once I have like a fresher mind, because like that was pretty revealing. That's pretty big what he just said. I'm gonna save right now. Let's save here. Okay. But yeah, this investigation is already just so much longer, so much more in depth than like the first one. It's crazy. Like there's a lot of different factors going on, a lot of different kind of, you could say, like past cases that are even involved in this. And then there's a conspiracy with Blue Corp. Not even conspiracy, we know what they're doing, but wow, okay. Yeah, I'm really liking this game. I like how it's kind of laying out all these different characters, these plot threads, and the characters are like really fun. It's like very anime, but it's still like in the courtroom setting, so in a way it's grounded. It's very unique. I'm definitely gonna be playing some more. I'm just exhausted. I've been streaming for what? A little bit over 3 hours. About standard for me, but it's getting late. I think I am going to head to bed. I'm definitely gonna be streaming this some more. I might stream it in a few days. Like I really want to play some more. I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, this has been a fun time. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll be back soon with more Ace Attorney. Okay. Have a good night, a good day, wherever you are in the world, and I'm out. Peace.